Good evening. Welcome to Focus on New York. I'm Judith Lash. It's been said that whatever man can create, nature has already done, but it is what man does with that knowledge which dictates innovation. Tonight we're at the workshop of Vladimir Deming, creator of Decor by Deming and the inventor of TILESTONE. TILESTONE is one of the latest and greatest innovations in decorative tile. TILESTONE combines the elegant beauty of semi-precious stones and their surprising element of design. The application of TILESTONE is unlimited. Let me introduce you now to Vladimir Deming. Mr. Deming, thank you for having us at your studio. It is wonderful being here and seeing all these marvelous colors. Aside from the design itself, the technique of creating TILESTONE is one of the most interesting factors in this product. Can you explain to us the technique? How is this made? It's so unique.
Well, technique includes few different technical steps. First step, it's a lapidary work, when stone has to be sliced and polished. Second, choosing right part of the stone, keeping in mind what future design will be developed out of it.
So each part of the stone really has a different design,
Yes.
and you look for the one that's most appealing to you.
Yes, and when I found that part of the stone, then I have to photograph it, and from diapositive, which made from the stone, matrix has to be made, and after that, from matrix, actual printing on the white ceramic tiles is done. And that's how it works.
Well, it's when you say the printing is done, what is the process of the printing on the white tile?
White tiles pre-coated with a special polymer, and printing done under temperature and pressure. In this case, high molecular colors from matrix evaporates and fuses into the polymer.
So it fuses right into the tile itself.
Polymer, which
is the coating.
Which is coating.
Uh-huh. So these tiles are long-lasting, though. I mean, they will retain the color forever.
Yes. Well, I don't know if forever, but for very, very long time, for many years.
How did you come up with the idea of doing this? It's so unique.
That's a combination of a little bit my background and techniques which I found today.
Well, what was your background?
It's an application of new technique to my old background. My background combined interior design and jewelry design. So I like and I know stones, and I was working with interiors, and I know demands of interior designer. And TILESTONE, finally, it's a material to satisfy needs of interior designers.
So it's a more elegant look to tile, and it's much more diversified in terms of what you can do with it. Let's talk about some of the application. You have animal prints, and you have snake prints, and as well as all the many stone patterns. Tell us about some of the applications for this.
Applications unlimited. Depends on fantasy of designer. I see a lot of, it depends of course also on color and structure of the stone. For instance, I see malachite tiles surrounding the fireplace as a trims. I see malachite as a panel in the dining area. I see agate as a bottom of a pool setting with watery filling of agate. This purple stone, charoite, from which these tiles were developed, with the right and left variation, create this kind of vertical design. And in my opinion, this particular tile can be very good used in a bedroom with combination, for instance, with the stripes of rose pink silk or pink wallpaper, things like that. This is rhodonite, and difference in color was made intentionally because this color is a little bit cold and not bright enough. So this color is much brighter and warmer, which is better for interior. This is another type of rhodochrosite. That stone was, I would say, flipped over like that and create one tile. And when you place these tiles together, they give impression of a wallpaper, and that was the aim, to create a little bit new concept in tiles. And this is good for application also in living rooms, in the bedrooms. These tiles made with the image of Indian turquoise, pebbles of turquoise, and I think they can be used very good as a trims in the swimming pools also.
What amazes me is that sometimes the stone is so unattractive on the outside, and then when you cut into it, it's so magnificent. But even if we wanted to have a wall or a piece of furniture in the malachite, we couldn't, could we?
No, not today.
It's just simply not available.
It's extremely expensive if it would be available even, but it's not available
But
in the
it,
quantities.
but it is available in TILESTONE.
In TILESTONE, yes, it's an affordable image of unaffordable stones.
Tell us how it compares with other tiles, other decorative tiles, in terms of price.
In my opinion, it's a middle price tiles, because prices in retail business for decorative tiles somewhere from $4.50 to $12 a tile. No, except tiles which cost maybe $30 a tile. So this somewhere in between of 12 and 4.50.
So the person who would buy your product is someone who would really want something unique, something different, something elegant, someone perhaps who loves a piece of semi-precious stone such as this lapis and wants to surround themselves in this, with this feeling.
Not necessary to have even all wall,
Right.
because it's enough to make some kind of small trims, bordures or whatever. Again, depend on fantasy and desire of the person.
Well, I think that the fact that it is so unlimited is what's appealing about these. I mean, it's truly a work of art. Now that you've mastered TILESTONE, where are you going from here?
I'm going to develop TILESTONE further. In fact, I'm working now on a new tile which will be light pink color. It's a rose quartz. And I work on 2 more tiles which will have image of wood inlay. It's a flora type of design which will be continuously developed like a wallpaper type. And when it will be tile, no matter how will be placed together, they will always be matched because they will be locked in these 4 points. So when they will be placed on a wall, they will give continuous development, endless, I would say, development of this flora motif.
These are pieces of art. And we thank you very much, Vladimir, for having us here so that we can show your work and your TILESTONE to our audience.
Thank you.
Vladimir Deming was born and raised in Leningrad, Russia, where he worked for 12 years as an industrial designer, but his fascination with stone began early in his childhood as his interest in jewelry design developed. Vladimir perfected this craft as a jewelry designer for the Vienna Opera. Furthering his love of design in stone, he combined his efforts, which resulted in TILESTONE.